Ripple and the SEC are most likely right now sitting in their chair discussing how can we complete and settle this whole mess. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Geek back with another video, and today we are discussing XRP. Today we have some absolutely crazy news that just came out a few hours ago. I know I'm a bit behind, but I thought I'd let you guys know as soon as I can. I was a bit busy, but let's jump right into it. Now, before we go, just jump into the news. I do want to say I'm not a financial or legal advisor, so none of this is legal or financial advice. And if you guys could smash the like button, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel, it would do me absolutely amazing. So a few hours ago, we got this amazing document, and let's have a quick read. The document says, we have reached an understanding reflecting a compromise by all parties, pursuant to which the defendant may examine Mr. Hinman on various issues without triggering a privilege objection from the SEC. What does that actually mean? Well, it means a few very key things. First off, they are going to make sure all of these questions are things that I guess are going to be neutral, in which, yes, they might help out XRP a little bit, or Ripple a little bit, but I don't think it would impact them that much because they don't want to take as big of a hit. Number two, this is going to be very good for the SEC in terms of questioning without feeling like it's suspicious. If we see Mr. Hinman use the fifth and basically don't talk at all throughout this entire deposition, the judge is going to feel very suspicious that why is he not answering questions? There must be something he's hiding, and he's probably guilty. And so by doing this, they're probably going to allow Ripple to answer these questions without William Hinman actually using the fifth. But at the same time, the questions that they discussed are probably going to be, yes, maybe helping Ripple, but at the same time, not damaging the SEC's reputation, which is a win for both sides. Now, that still is huge for Ripple because they can get a lot of key questions that they wanted to get in the first place. They basically have a list of questions. If the SEC agrees, then anything extra is absolutely amazing and even better. And I think this is what they're getting. They have a list of questions. They're going to get them anyways, and probably a few extra ones that, they didn't really bother or they didn't really care if they were going to ask or not. The main ones being about the speech in which, the SEC is going to be asked, or William Hinman in this case, what was the speech representing? Who was it representing in general? Were you, explaining the views of the SEC? Did the SEC agree with the whole speech? Questions that actually matter. They might even ask you a bit about Ethereum. You did have an interview with the Ethereum founders a week before. Why is it now, or why is it that a week later you decided to go ahead and do a speech and acknowledge Ethereum being a cryptocurrency? And even at that time, the SEC currently is saying, as of today, that it really doesn't recognize Ethereum as a currency. So where did you say that, and why did you say that? So these are all questions that are going to impact the lawsuit really in a very significant way for Ripple. Not only that, this is a good sign. And it is actually a sign that is higher than just this deposition. Clearly, if they're starting to agree, as it says that we have reached an understanding reflecting a compromise by all parties. So they're kind of discussing and agreeing. And we'll actually have a quick read on the actual, paperwork, and you'll understand where I'm coming from even then. The parties are officially sitting down and agreeing, and they're understanding that each side is, winning or losing. And in this case, Ripple is destroying in the W, and the SEC is losing. And I think the SEC is starting to acknowledge that, and the SEC is looking to settle. Now, the big thing here is that Ripple is not going to settle unless they believe they're getting everything and maybe even a cherry on top, because they have lost so much money in this fight, and so they want to get their money's worth. So if we look at the actual paperwork here, it says, we write jointly on behalf of Plaintiff Securities and Exchange Commission and defendant Ripple Labs, Bradley Garlinghouse, and Kristen A. Larson, collective defendants, to update the court on the progress of our meet and confer discussions regarding the deposition of William Hinman. The parties have made significant progress in discussing the claims and objections of privileges that may be applied to William Hinman's testimony. We have reached an understanding reflecting a compromise by all parties, pursuant to which the defendant may examine Hinman on various issues without triggering a privileged objection from the SEC. Based on our discussions, the parties do not currently believe it will be necessary to seek the court's assistance prior to Mr. Hinman's deposition. Another thing that makes me actually believe that there's going to probably be a settlement in the near future or in the very short future is the amount of pressure, more of like the amount of times Judge Netbrun has mentioned it. Judge Netbrun has constantly mentioned back and forth, constantly, almost every single telephonic conference, that both parties should negotiate. Both parties should meet and confer. Both parties should discuss possible resolutions outside of judicial services or judicial orders. This just shows me that she understands, and she might in this case even be hinting to the SEC that, you know what, I want to support you guys, but I can't because you guys are currently losing. So find a resolution outside of the court, otherwise you're going to take the loss. And it's going to ruin your reputation. So I believe she's kind of even hinting it to them in a way that, you know, is indirect, but settle this. Meet and confer with Ripple. Find a way. Do whatever you can to get this off the table so we can start a fresh start. Otherwise, you are going to take a major hit, not only by losing this lawsuit and by damaging your reputation. So again, some very exciting things. Is it possible? I believe so, and I think it could actually happen in the near future. So if you guys do believe this as well, share this video on the Twitter, guys. I'm excited. I believe we're going to all rise in value, make some money off of XRP. If you guys didn't see, we did have a major dip, and you know, I was actually worried for a second. I thought we would actually crash, but then I looked at Bitcoin, and as you guys can see, the exact same thing happened to Bitcoin. So once I see that this same thing happened to Bitcoin, it really makes me stop worrying because, again, XRP is following Bitcoin patterns. This does not reflect the actual price of XRP. It's just because it's getting damaged and is constantly getting pushed down by Bitcoin that it is losing in value as well. And so I believe once we get this lawsuit complete, we will see this start to stop, and we'll see XRP break away from Bitcoin patterns and then start to build its own momentum and fly up in value. So I want to conclude this video by saying I'm gonna hodl all the way through. Even if XRP goes down to 10 cents, it really won't matter to me because I believe in the long run of XRP. And again, this is not financial advice. If you'd like to sell, feel free to do so. If you'd like to hodl, or if you'd like to even buy, it's your decision. But I'm going to be hodling all the way. I might even buy a few more if I see the dip is major. And we will keep on going, pushing through, and eventually, hopefully one day, we will see a reward for all of the hard work we've put in. So once we see those major numbers, you know, we start to see XRP hit $10, $20. People are going to be like, oh my god, it was so easy if only I held. But no, guys, it was not easy. Holding is not easy. We put in hard work, especially if you're still holding now. You put in a lot of work. We've seen those down moments where we've seen those crashes. And you know, it is hard, and look at the dip, keep on going down. But again, it is definitely hard, but we are gonna push through, and we are gonna hopefully one day make it. And this is why I really love XRP and the challenge it offers and the XRP army because of how amazing they are. That being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please support me by smashing the like button, subscribing if you're not subscribed yet, and commenting your thoughts down below. Also guys, follow me on Twitter, Crypto Geek News, and join the Discord for all the latest news. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.